Hey guys, what's up? So the next one I'm going to be reading is 860, which is called Broken Fangs. This is a short story. It's a spin-off to The Hunter and Its Prey and the continuation to Fangs and Fangs to Bite. I didn't expect to like this as much as I did. It was a bit challenging to put two stories together, but I think it was interesting. Eventually I will elaborate and make this longer. This is about a family of vampires that are living in a cabin in the woods on werewolf land, which that's what caused these two species to start war. There are hunters hunting both of them. My intention to write this was actually to end the world of all vampires, but to be honest, I'm not sure if I'm ready for that. Broken Fangs. It's a full moon, a cabin in the dark woods. Inside lives a family of vampires. A boy, an uncle, a father, and mother. No, they are not blood related. They just came across each other in transition, so they formed into one. Obviously, each has a story to tell. But that was when the epidemic of bloodthirsty fangs in the world took over, when there was a huge amount centuries ago. They fought to take the land back. Now it's another monster, which both used to be allies, but unfortunately, they wanted these woods, and the vampires weren't going to give it up without a fight, which, by the way, turned out to be a pretty brutal fight, which obviously escalated them to resent one another. On top of all of that, there are the hunters that are hunting the werewolves and us. So I guess, if you think about it, there are three sides. But not really, considering this family is the last of our kind, and the werewolves' population keeps getting larger since their species are evolving. The mother is boiling some warm blood in the kitchen on a pot. Honey, come and eat. Dinner is ready. Oh, leave the boy alone. He needs his energy, especially if we're going to fight this war. The father thought it was silly. They had no chance. But he didn't say a word. The little boy's in his bed rolling his eyes. I'm not hungry, shouting. He was being tucked in by his uncle, which was an ancient. He had so many stories to tell. He was also very resourceful. He's actually been the one keeping the three of them alive all these years. But the one story Uncle never tells is how he got bitten. There have been a few hints that gave away that he never liked being a vampire. He didn't appreciate the perks of its youth, its lust, its immortality, its speed, along with all the other abilities. All of a sudden, there was a howl not too far away. The boy got up from bed as his uncle told him to stay there. He walked out of the room and went into the kitchen. Both mother and father already had their weapons out. The mother looked at the uncle. I need you to do me a favor. Take the boy into our secret room and take care of him. The uncle kept nodding his head no. The father's eyes flashed black. Go, now! The uncle turned around and went back into the boy's room. What's going on? The uncle moved the rug and opened a door that camouflaged into the wood floor. They shut it as the uncle put his hands over the boy's mouth. There were noises, screams of his mother, and even shouts from the father. There were even footsteps in the same room, but eventually they left. It sounded like two men, which was odd considering one of these werewolves used to be a hunter. After they left, the uncle and the boy got up from the secret door that was in the floor and walked out of the room. The whole kitchen was a massacre, blood, and the mother and father's heads were neatly placed on the table. There was a bloody message on the wall. We will be back. The uncle broke one of the wooden chairs, grabbing a part that looked like a stake. The boy screamed so loud, releasing his pain. He went to his uncle for a hug. The uncle shook his head, looking at the boy. This isn't a life for you. You never deserved this. I never even wanted this for myself. The uncle raised the stake and shoved it into the boy, making him deteriorate. Bloody tears came showing down as he let the wooden stake fall out of his hands onto the ground. After he was done, he walked out of the cabin and sat on a rock outside, just waiting. It was going to be the first time in a long time. Oh yeah, and the last time. He's going to see the sunrise.